Every political institution stands or falls on its respect for the rule of law and internal democracy. When that foundation weakens, internal discord follows. This principle is being tested in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) as a federal high court in Abuja has once again halted the party's planned national convention, citing breaches of its constitution, INEC guidelines and the 1999 constitution. The ruling delivered by Justice James Omotosho also barred INEC from recognizing any outcome not conducted through due process. While one faction has suspended the event pending appeal, another insists the convention will proceed. This decision exposes deepening divisions within the main opposition party in the country. I mean, Paul, you're privy to this story. I mean, but talk to us. What played out in court today? What were the major highlights? You know, what were the things said in court? That's the court actually, why the court halted the PDP convention this time? Okay.
Actually, the court order today is quite different. The person who brought the case now is Sule Lamido, who has been clamoring to be
the national
to be given, you know, he wanted to become national chairman. Say he couldn't get the
ticket.
He couldn't get the, what's it called, the form and all of that. So when they approached the secretariat, there was nobody to sell and all of that. So it's quite different from the other two cases, you know. And for me, I think that you know, people often say that the court does not mingle itself with the internal affairs of political parties. Yes. But it is only, but when a court determines that a political party did not follow its own rules or did not follow the Electoral Act, courts usually intervene or can intervene. In this case, because a caucus gathered and said, okay, we have chosen this particular man. It's not a reason why Sule Lamido, a party stalwart, former governor of Jigawa, you know that is a heavyweight, a political heavyweight. So I think that PDP should just find a way of resolving these issues. I'm also very uncomfortable with the way politicians make a mockery of the judiciary. You understand? Some of these issues could be settled politically. What is so difficult in allowing, even if you have decided that, okay, this is the man we want, let the other man go and test his popularity. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, the Northwest Caucus said, look, this is the person we have chosen. Yes. But this other man says, I want to become national chairman. Let him have the form. Let him go and test his popularity at the National Convention. So why would you prevent him? So I think, personally, I think the verdict given by the court, Justice Peter Lifu, this time, Lifu, or is it Lifu? Lifu. Okay, was justified, necessary. But if you're asking about the previous orders, okay, you're not asking me to comment on those ones.
I'm
just restricting myself to this one.
I'm going to bring in BKO here. I mean, BKO, there are at least two distinct court judgments and an ex parte order, you know, involved in this PDP convention dispute. Which of these court judgments will or should INEC obey here?
INEC will look at all of the judgments in relation to this matter. INEC will never go against the order of the courts. We saw what played out when APC in Zamfara State eventually lost all of the seats that they had won, including the governorship in the 2019 general election, because of disputes arising from the primaries of the party. INEC allowed them to take part in the election because there was an appeal court judgment Sokoto, which INEC was duty-bound to obey. But by the time the Superior Court gave its judgment, it was a far-reaching judgment which swept away all the APC candidates who had duly won elections in the 2019 general election from top to bottom. So INEC would look at those cases, the judgments, the orders of the court as they come, and they will wait until the last minute before taking a decision, because a far-reaching decision can come within 48 hours to an election. We saw what happened with Atiku Abubakar when Obasanjo tried to stop him from contesting the presidential election in 2007. The Supreme Court judgment came very late in the day, came just hours to the presidential election, and INEC implemented it. So this is the way INEC operates. This is the way they do their job. So in this case now, look at the Sule Lamido case,
okay,
which I had discussed extensively, both on issues with Jide and on journalist hangouts. Here is a very loyal party man. He is one of the few Nigerians who have not left their political party since 1998. So Lamido has been very faithful, very committed to the PDP. He is a foundation member of the PDP, and he has remained in the party. Why didn't they allow him to contest? What is the big deal in Sule Lamido contesting for the chairmanship of the party? Yes, he's an old man at 77. But what would they lose if a Sule Lamido were allowed to contest for the chairmanship of the party? You said you have zoned the governorship, the presidency to the south. So what that means is that somebody from the north will then have to emerge as the chairman of the party so that you can achieve balance. But they stopped him. They made sure they stopped him from contesting. And he decided to go to court. He wanted an interim injunction immediately. But Justice Lifu said, okay, I'm giving you 72 hours to show cause why I should not grant Sule Lamido's prayers. The judge did the right thing so that the respondents will be in position to defend themselves. Now, the judge has found Sule Lamido's request meritorious. And the judge simply decided that, okay, if I do not stop the PDP, because Sule Lamido's prayer was that the convention of the party should be stopped until the determination of the substantive suit that he has brought. And the judge granted his prayers, believing that if he didn't do that, justice would not have been served. Unfortunately, that aligns with the earlier judgment of Justice James Omotosho.
Yeah.
That of October 31, the judgment that Justice Omotosho handed down on October 31, that the party did not conform with the Electoral Act and its own constitution in deciding to go ahead with the convention fixed for 15 and 16 of November in Ibadan. So this is the situation. It's difficult to blame Sule Lamido. Yes, people can accuse Wike and other people. You can even accuse Bola Tinubu that is the architect of this problem. But if you know Sule Lamido very well, you will know that Sule Lamido couldn't have been motivated or prompted by Bola Tinubu or anybody for that matter to take the action that he has taken. He just felt cheated. He just felt that as a senior person in this party, as an elder statesman, why should some individuals come together and say, no, I should not contest for the chairmanship of the party? Because he's eminently qualified.
All right, but
allow him to contest.
But BKO, BKO, let me butt in here. Yeah. Some PDP, stalwarts are saying that did Sule Lamido actually exhaust all internal avenues, to sort out this man before approaching the court? You remember I once asked you, was he wrong to approach the court before exhausting all avenues?
Well, if he was convinced that he will not get justice from the structures of the party designed to mediate, designed to achieve a resolution in matters like this, of course, he has the right to go to court. How much internal democracy do we even see in our parties? Whether it's APC or PDP. Once a decision is made by the party leaders, they behave like they own the party.
Yeah.
They just tell you to go to hell. And I can tell you that even if he tried to convince those party men that, look, let's have peace. Let's just allow me to contest. They will have treated him like, look, go to hell, go to court. They wouldn't have changed their decision. And I'm saying that, look, a party that is on the path to self-destruct is a party that behaves in this way. Why would you stop Sule Lamido? You can still contrive to make sure that he doesn't win. You can mobilize against him. Use your resources, use your clout to mobilize against him, stop him from winning. But you shouldn't stop him from contesting. That's why he is asking for the enforcement of his right, that this convention should not go on until I get justice. And I've not seen, honestly, I'm not in their party. I'm not a card-carrying member of any party in Nigeria. But I've not seen any reason why Sule Lamido should have been stopped. I see no reason why they stopped him.
Okay.
And you can see now the embarrassment that this has brought on the party. Because this is probably going to be the last key judgment in this regime matter. You can accuse Wike and others, but you can't say the same thing of Sule Lamido. He's always stuck with the party. He's always stuck with the party. What is that kind of person shouldn't have been given this kind of treatment? Let him contest. For God's sake, what do you lose? What do you lose? If you have zoned the position to the south,
yes,
and he steps forward as a northerner from the northwest to say he wants to contest, and you stop him, it's understandable.
Okay.
But that's not what has happened. You didn't zone the position to the north. I mean, to the south.
To the south, yes.
So you cannot disqualify him on the basis of going against the zona this thing of his party.
Okay. All right, Paul Dada, looking at this matter, will PDP convention still hold?
The only option they have is to postpone that convention, except they don't want to obey.
What are the options open right now?
No, that's the only option.
Should they postpone? Should they negotiate? Or
what is the order of the court? The order of the court is that that convention should not hold. For now, the order of the court is that INEC should not go there and monitor.
Or should they appeal?
What time do they even have to appeal? So what is today's date? What is the day of the convention? See, the truth, let them just obey the court order and do the right thing. The other time, the first two orders, Justice Omotosho had given an order. They went to Ibadan, Oyo, and they're just mocking the judiciary.
No, they said we had competent jurisdiction.
It's not about. It's not even
you think
about,
it's forum shopping?
It's not about jurisdiction.
You think it's forum shopping?
That is what it is. It's not even about jurisdiction. A competent court had given an order that for this reason, for this reason, for that reason. Then you went to obtain an ex parte order from another court of coordinate jurisdiction. Although it was the Oyo judge said on Wednesday they should come and debate. And
because that one is not even it's an ex parte order.
Yeah,
it's not a judge.
I listened to one senior advocate of Nigeria earlier today. He said the later judgment. According to him, said the position of the law is that the later judgment
should be obeyed.
Now, this is the latest judgment.
Okay, then
if I were to go by that logic, the latest verdict of the court is that convention should not hold. PDP loses nothing by doing the right thing. PDP is against everything.
Okay,
that's it. I don't know why.
All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation. True unity is not born out of convenience. Okay, we need to go on this quick break, and when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away.